Okay, so this is a picture of the front of the dormer with the window opening. So as you can see, you don't need a header in this window because it is not a load-bearing wall. So all you need to do is pretty much frame a window in there and you can install the window. So okay, let's talk about the front of the dormer. Alright, so to build the front of the dormer, over here you have your bottom plate right here. You can leave this unbeveled or you can bevel it and then it would come straight down. Most guys just leave it unbeveled and just line up this point, and this wall will be flush with the side walls. Okay, then you got your double top plate on the top, and you got your top plate up there. So all you have to do is cut this angle the same slope as your roof. In this case we're using 40 degrees. So you cut those on 40 degrees. So this stud, this stud, this stud, and this stud will be on 40 degrees, cut like that. The wide part mitered. Okay, this and this are the two side walls that we built in a previous video, and I showed you how to make those. Okay, now as far as the window opening goes, this is a non-load bearing part of the wall, so there's not much weight on here. So usually what they'll do is they'll use these two plates right here. That's your header. Then you just put a sill in here and frame it for your window. Like I said, it's not supporting any weight, so there's nothing to be pushing down on it. It's just, all you need is an opening for your window to go in there. Okay? So depending on the size of your dormer, the size of your window, just box in whatever your window is going to be, and that's all there is to it. Okay? Now, let's touch on a couple things that you should do with the dormers to make sure that they don't sag later on. All right? When you put the dormer on the roof, you have to make sure that they land on a rafter. If they do not land on the rafter, if they land between the rafters and they're just nailed to the plywood that's on the roof, the decking, you need to support them. All right? Now there's a couple of ways you can do this. Number one is you can run extra rafters up underneath there to support the weight, or you can do, like in a floor, you can run blocking. Run blocking between the rafters every 2 feet, every 3 feet, whatever, 16, 32, 48 inches on center, so that it supports the side walls of the dormers. It is recommended when doing dormers that it is doubled all the way around. So both sides should be doubled, top and bottom should be doubled, so that it's sitting on something solid. Okay? If you're adding a dormer and you're cutting into your roof, then just, you know, cut a little extra and put that extra block in, because you do not want your dormer to start making your roof sag later on. Okay? Now the next thing is the type of roof that goes on. This dormer can fit any type of roof that you want to put on there. You could put a hip roof on there. You could put a gable roof on there. You could put a shed roof on there. So you can see that in my other videos. I show you how to do those types of roofs, and you can just add that type of roof on to this dormer. So this dormer will work for any of those types of roofs. Okay, so I was going to do a video on the roofs, but you can just look at other videos for that. So the first part of this, of the two videos, the first part shows how to build the walls, figuring them out on the ground without having to go up and measure stuff on the roof without any patterns. And then the second part is this one where you're just building the front of the roof, or the front of the dormer, which is a pretty simple task. So like I said, the bottom plate, cut your rafter at the same slope, put a top plate on there. There's your top plate, put your 4 studs or whatever, how the width of your rafters is, cripple down here, sill in there, you have a framed opening for a window. So that's all there is to building a dormer front where you're going to have a window installed.